Good morning, I'm Charlie Herring. This is part 2 of our night vision series designed to get you ready for choosing the classes you will sign up to take next year. So this morning, we're going right to the Course Selection Central, the College and Career Center where lead counselor Miss Uranga is hard at work preparing for course selection, which begins just over a week from now.
Thank you, Charlie. The counseling team is hard at work preparing for course selection, and we want to take a moment to answer some of your most interesting questions. We'll be visiting all the counselors in their office, but first, I want to answer one question in particular. Can I leave campus to go to work? And the answer is yes. Both juniors and seniors are eligible to leave campus to go to work and receive high school credit. You do need to apply for the class. We have an application for Marketing Dynamics and Career Prep. Not sure which class to choose? If you're in the retail or hospitality industry, you need to look at Marketing Dynamics. If you do clerical or administrative work, Career Prep. Still not sure where your job falls in? See Miss Smith or Miss Anderson. Looking for something different? You might consider the Independent Study and Mentorship Program. Working with Miss Hulk, you'll have the opportunity to research and gain experience in your dream job. You'll have the opportunity to work with a professional in their office and gain invaluable experience. While it's an unpaid internship, you should know that the program is worth advanced credit towards your GPA. If you're a senior, you may be eligible for release time. You must show proof of employment, and release time is available first or 7th period. Dual credit students are not eligible for an additional release period. Another unique opportunity for students is a school service period. We're looking for seniors next year to be aides in our attendance office, our nurse's office, and with the house secretaries. If you're interested, you need to pick up an application from any house secretary or the college center. Now let's go to Mrs. Reyes, the counselor for students with the last name F through K.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Reyes, and I am the House 2 counselor. I have students with last names that start with F through K, so I'm real excited because we're going to be getting you ready for next year. And the question that I'm answering is, what math and science course do I take next? That's very, very important. And you're going to be getting one of these guides, an educational planning guide. Don't lose this is very important. And I want you to go to page 91. And when you go to page 91, it's going to have a list of all your math courses, and it's going to say what math course you take in the 9th grade, 10th, 11th, depending on the course you're in now. If you're not sure like what level, talk to your math teacher, she will help you. And then on the very next page is like a flow chart. So it kind of guides you through all of this, but if you still have questions, please come see me or your counselor, depending on your alphabet, and we will be so glad to help you. Now about the science question, I'm going to refer you to the EPG also. On page 97 of the EPG also tells you if you're in this science, what science should you go to next. And it's on grade levels. It's very clear. But I know this is a hard time. You're making decisions for your future. So if you still have questions, please ask your counselor. We will be glad to help you. But all the answers are really here in your educational planning guide.
Thank you, Mrs. Reyes. Another popular question is about dual credit. Juniors and seniors are eligible for dual credit provided by College of the Mainland. Students should be aware that enrollment is a multi-step process. You must list dual credit as a course option on your course selection sheet, and your counselor will contact you so you know what's involved to be a dual credit student next year. Taylor Southard and Paige Flores are both dual credit students with some information for you.
I really like dual credit because you get a bunch of classes done and you just have to take one for high school and college.
It's a really good first-hand experience whenever you're trying to get the feel of how college is going to be. You get to see like how the professors are going to lecture you, and you get to really know how like they grade, and it's a lot different than high school, but it's a great experience.
Now on to Mrs. Suggs, who has information for you about pre-AP and AP classes.
I wouldn't necessarily say that pre-AP and AP classes are a lot harder. What I would say is that these classes offer students a unique learning experience where they can learn skills to be successful in college and life beyond high school. These classes offer the opportunity to engage in intense discussions, solve problems collaboratively, and also it's a place where you'll learn to write persuasively and very clearly. Now, pre-AP and AP classes do offer a very rigorous curriculum. However, you'll be exploring very fascinating ideas and topics that could later become the foundation for your college major or your life career goal. So if you're looking for a challenge, then AP and pre-AP classes might be what you're looking for.
Just like students from other campuses need to apply to be a part of our computer maintenance and biotechnology program, you too can have a dual campus experience. If you'd like to travel to one of our other CCISD campuses, you may be eligible to join their programs. Clear Springs offers culinary arts and automotive technology. Clear Creek offers metal manufacturing. Clear Lake offers a hospitality industry program. And Clearview offers a cosmetology and certified nursing assistant program. You'll need this application to apply. Please be advised, spots in these programs are limited. You must pay close attention to the deadlines. Many of these programs also require an essay or an interview. Now Mrs. Bragg and Mrs. West are going to walk you through the course selection process.
Hi, I'm Ms. Bragg. I'm one of the counselors here at Clear Falls, and I service students whose last names begin with L through RE. Today for your course selection, I'm going to talk to you about what you're supposed to do with your course selection card. You'll notice that there are 3 colors. Each color represents a grade level: 10th grade, 11th grade, and 12th grade. So basically what you're going to be doing is you're going to be filling these out completely. You're going to tell us what you want to take so we know what to enter. The very first thing you're going to do right here on the right hand side is tell us what are your first 7 credits worth of choices. What are those first? My perfect schedule, what is it going to be? Once you give us that, remember 7 credits, not necessarily 7 courses. Some of your courses are semester long, so you want to make sure you account for that. Second thing we need you to do is fill out the alternate section. On the alternate section, that's kind of like, if this doesn't work out, these are classes that I can live with. Alternate section just as important as your first choice selections, because oftentimes we do go to this part of your course selection card. So make sure that you fill up every single one of these spaces. If you have other courses you want us to look at, write them on the back, add a piece of paper, whatever you need to do. But give us lots to choose from. We need you to put those alternates in your preference that you want us to look at those, and then you're good to go. The other thing I want to point your attention to right here, make sure that you write down your social studies teacher's name. On the 21st of February, that is your absolute deadline to turn this in. You're going to turn this card in, completed of course, to your social studies teacher. And then out on the 22nd, we're going to start with our self-serve process where you guys go into the computer lab and do your data entry. Before you turn it in, make sure you give us contact information, your email address, a phone number, your parent signature, and your signature. And throughout the process, if you have questions, we've also included your counselor's email addresses as well. During that process, it's probably going to be the best way to get in touch with this because there's going to be a lot of people coming in and out. So, recap, first 7 credits of choices, give us tons of alternates to fill out. Use your social studies teacher, put that right there so we know who to get it to. It's due by the February the 21st. Make sure you have all your signatures.
Hi, my name is Ms. West. I'm a counselor for students whose last name begin with RF through Z. I'm here today to explain what the EPG is and how you're going to use that for course selection. This is the EPG. It's also known as the Educational Planning Guide. This book has everything you would ever want to know to graduate from high school in it. But how are you going to use it during registration? You're going to use it along with your course selection worksheet in order to make smart choices for next school year. So how do you use these 2 things together? This book contains all of the classes available in Clear Creek ISD. This list contains all of the classes available at Clear Falls High School. You're going to use the 2 together. Just because a book is in here doesn't necessarily mean it's on here, but all of the classes on here on your course selection worksheet can be found in the EPG. What you're going to need to do is use both of them together to figure out what classes you want to take. If you find a class in here that you're interested in, you go to the back of the book, find the index. It will tell you where to find that course description in the book, and you can read all about that course that you're interested in taking. So you use the 2 together to get informed on what classes are available, and any other decisions that you may, any other questions you have, make sure you check the grade level, make sure it's adequate for you to take, any prerequisites that you may need to take. So let's say you want to know if there's summer reading. Where would you find out? In your EPG. That is available, or you can check your course worksheet. Again, you're going to use the 2 together to make smart choices for your classes for 2012-2013.
Just to reiterate, our timeline is very tight. You must return your course selection card next Tuesday, February 21st to your social studies teacher. We will begin entering your course request in self-serve on Tuesday, February 22nd. You should get a copy of your course request March 26th, and the last date to make changes to your course request is May 4th. Charlie, that's it for now. Thanks so much, and back to you in the Night Vision studio.
Thank you, Ms. Uranga. Remember, if you want to be part of the Night Vision team, we would love to have you. Start by taking Intro to AV Production. That's it for my shameless plug. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Charlie Herring, and it's a great day to be a Knight.
Before I took this job, I wrote down everything I'd want to have for a computer lab. And I came and come to find out they had everything here, and it was more than I could ever imagine. We have top of the line computers for the students to work on. They have server space, rack space. All their tools are available, and it's just an incredible opportunity for the students to have all this great equipment. The students will be able to work in the same environment as if they were at a community college. The equipment we have here is top-notch, and they'll be able to save money because for myself, I had to go to a community college to get my A+ certification, and they get to come here and they're not paying the tuition. They're getting it free in a public school district.
It's something that you just go ahead and get out of the way, and that's less studying that you have to do for college, because you're going to have like a lot of stuff to do in college already as it is. And plus it looks really good because they know that you're capable of taking college type tests and that you're certified to do it. So we built the computers, like we take them apart and we basically build them from scratch by getting all of each separate piece, and we install it in the computer.
Several of my students come from Clear Lake and from other campuses, and it gives them an opportunity to come over here and experience our program, which they don't have at their high school, and it's a real opportunity for them. Several of them want to have technical careers, and they're going to get a leg up and be able to know more going into college.
This gives me some travel time. I like that, and it also gives me a chance to go to a different school and meet new people and stuff, because I like to meet new people. And it's a bit of a change, and I like change. Change is always good. So.
Right now, we just started our forensics unit, and we might be doing some blood work and eventually analyzing an entire crime scene. Well, my favorite thing that I've done in this class is we had this lab where we had a bunch of bacteria, and we had to insert a new trait into the bacteria where we could make them glow under UV light.
Well, one of the most interesting to me was whenever we made like cheese, we used different enzymes and saw which would be best with pasteurized milk, and we saw like which enzyme would affect it better and make better cheese. We have here an incubator where we can like help bacteria grow and like set it to a certain temperature that they need to be at so it can grow faster. We have our laptops for research, we have our centrifuges and our vortex mixers. This skill is really unique because it can detect measurements that most others wouldn't even be able to detect, and it's really precise on different smaller measurements.
Would you say that? Attended, right? Yes.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you there.
A lot of kids from like other high schools will come and be bused over here, or they can drive over here. We've had some seniors come and take the class because it's the last period of the day, so it's really easy to just come from your other campus and join in on our class, and it's really helpful if you're hoping to have a career that this will help you with, and it's really beneficial to everyone.
Well, this is like the only class of biotech in the state of Texas, and one of the very few in the entire nation. This is normally just only in college. And if you were going to go into a career in science or biology or something, this could really help you do a lot better and get a lot more out of the college level course. And also we have a lot of fun here, and this is just something you can't do anywhere else.
The goal of the cosmetology program is to prepare students for a career in the cosmetology field. The training program here at The View involves a 2-year course. You will take Cosmetology 1 and then Cosmetology 2 for a total of 1,000 clock hours. You will be having a classroom environment and salon environment where you learn how to work on your mannequin as well as on real clients.
Students that sign up for this program should expect a lot of hard work, but also to have a lot of fun. They'll learn many new skills as well as lifelong skills on how to prepare themselves for a career.
I'm joining the program because it's a good way to start off when you finish high school. You already have a career made and you can start making money in order to go to college. I like working with different kinds of people. A lot of people come in, some are nice, some are not that nice, but you get to meet a lot of cool people and it's always a different experience.
My favorite part of this program is getting to work with clients and making people feel good about themselves and meeting all my new best friends. I didn't think I'd be as close to all the girls I've met here, and now we're like a family and we actually enjoy coming to class together and learning. We all help each other out. Whenever someone's stuck on something like foil highlights, someone else can come over and help us. It's cool. It'll help me in the future because I'll be prepared when I get out of high school to start my career and go into training at a real salon, and I will be able to support myself and get on my feet and have a future right when I get out of high school.
Hospitality Services is a 2-credit course. It's where the students get to go to the local area hotels. They can either go to the Hilton over on Nassau Road 1, or they can go to South Shore Harbor over in Lake City, and they get to rotate through all the different departments.
So far I really like the kitchen. Even though I'm not very good at cooking, it makes me feel like I'm amazing at it because they teach me on the spot, and then basically I can practice it right then.
My favorite position is the front desk because I like meeting a lot of new people. There's never a dull day at the front desk. You never really know what's going to go on. It's always pretty interesting. And I joined because I was really interested in the hotel industry. Not just that, just hospitality in itself. There's a lot of things that you can do in the hospitality industry. It's not just hotels.
My favorite position at hospitality is the kitchen because my dad has always been into the culinary business, so I am really interested in that, and I get to learn the things that he probably doesn't even know in the kitchen at hospitality.
You don't really have to have experience. They teach you everything. Don't worry about it. Just work with your mentor and they'll be very helpful.
You do meet a lot of people. Networking is really good, especially when you work in the hotel industry. I have a lot of references for college and stuff like that. So it's just, networking is just really good, and as much experience as you can get is the best thing.
I definitely will take it into the future and use it in my career. I want to look into doing hospitality business because I love seeing smiling faces, so it always makes me happy and want to do well and work with people.
Like, you work a lot, but it's still fun, so it's good.
It is a good opportunity for the students to actually see how the hotel industry is run. You have to have your own transportation. It's for juniors and seniors. So if you're interested, pick up an application from your counselor or the counseling or the career center and fill it out and get it back to your counselor, and they will get it to me.
Okay, my name is Bill Gibbs. I'm the metal technology teacher here at Clear Creek High School. We start in with sheet metal. We learn how to draw blueprints, then we go into welding. We do arc welding, MIG welding, TIG welding, gas welding. This is a very unique class because the second and third year of our class, we actually partner with NASA. And for the last 8 years, we have been building equipment for the training facility at Johnson Space Center in relation to building things for the International Space Station. This shop has furnished 4 summer interns to NASA during the last several years, and they work all summer. In fact, NASA picked up a student last summer and kept him an entire year working for NASA.
When I moved here, I saw a metal shop on the schedule, and I just decided I'd take it last year for the intro, and I liked it, so I got back in the second year class. Yeah, the course has benefited me. I've learned a lot. I've learned how to weld. I've learned how to work lathe, mills, saws, learned how to do a lot of other things with metal.
We did this as a collaborative effort with other teachers. The wood shop did all the wood. The electronics department put the bell in, and then we, of course, in the machine shop, we built all the parts. You'll see there is a working engine. The flywheel, we did the transmission. This little car right here is exactly as Henry Ford actually built the first one. So we bought the plans from the man who built 2 of them for the Ford Motor Company, 2 of the replicas that are now, one of them's in Henry Ford's garage and the other one is in the Henry Ford Village. But this is just one of the many projects that we built in this class.